The purpose of this video is to set up and conduct a long game assessment. What I've set up here to the left and right of me is two pool flotation devices that you can easily get at any toy store. We have a shaft in the inside of them, and what they do is they allow us to go out to the driving range and stick them into the ground, hit shots between them so that we can basically work out how many shots out of each set of 10 balls we hit will go through the target. In this particular case, I've got the target 17 yards wide, and this is at 200 yards. So what we're looking at is hybrids, fairway woods, and drivers for some people. And as the target gets longer, it gets a little bit wider, and the same as it gets shorter, it gets a little bit narrower. And so in today's video, we're going to show you 3 different stations, 3 different distances, and the widths that we have to help you to understand how to set up this at home to gauge where you're at with your long game. So I'm back on the tee. I'm 200 yards away from the target, which you can see down the fairway is 17 yards wide. As I said, this is an orange zone drill, so we have 4 colours. This is the orange zone, then we have red, which is the high performance zone. So we're starting at this. As I said, what happens is as our targets get further away, they get a little bit wider. As they get closer to us, they get a little bit narrower. And what we're looking for, the objective here, is to hit 5 or 10 golf shots through the targets or towards the target. Now what we want to make sure is that the ball flies 95% of the distance. There's no point us accepting anything that flies less, because if you're hitting on the golf course, there could be bunkers, water, anything in front of the green. So unless you're hitting it nearly all the way, you don't want to really, you don't want to take that shot. So we're looking for the shot to go 95% of the distance and obviously go through the sticks. So a couple of things, when I'm going to hit my shots, I'm going to make sure that I've got my phone out, my iPhone, and that I'm timing how long this routine takes. I'm going to hit 10 shots, and I want to know with a full pre-shot routine how long it takes for me to hit 10 golf shots. Therefore, I can more easily manage my time when I start to design my training program. So let me go through and hit a couple of shots for you, show you how it works. Well, that's a good one right there. It's gone right through the middle, so I can take that nice solid golf shot. It's gone a little bit past. I'm on an elevated tee here. There's a little bit of wind behind me, but you can get the idea. That's essentially what we're trying to do here, is hit as many as we can through the target. So there's 3 shots for you. 3 have gone through the middle, which is fantastic. I'd be hitting 10, measuring it as I said, and you can see how simple this is to set up. You could set this up on a driving range anywhere. As I said to you, the pool noodles or the flotation devices are a very cheap product to buy. Like everything we do and we suggest, is it needs to be precise, so we need to have a good way of measuring what we're doing. We need to have a procedure, so a way of going about setting it up and making sure it's consistent every time. And these are the things that are important for you when you're going to practice your skills doing an assessment. I've got a target set up 150 yards away from me, and the target is 10 yards wide. Again, it's one of our orange zone drills, so we have it set at 10 yards wide. And again, the objective here would be to hit 5 or 10 golf balls with a timer on, and see how many of those golf shots can fly through the target that's set up down there. So I'm going to do that for you now and hit a few shots and show you how that works. Well, I got that one real good, right through the middle of the markers. So I've got 2 there. So as I said, the objective here would be to hit 10 through there with a full pre-shot routine, timing this routine so that you find out how long it takes to hit 10 shots. This is a sort of a medium range shot. We've got everything blocked into short to medium irons and medium to long irons, and then hybrids, fairway woods and drivers. So that's an example of how we go about it. Now we're going to have a bit of a look at the short game. When we conduct a short iron assessment, we're looking at shots within 130 yards, from 90 to 130 yards. What I've got set up here is I've got a target set up 100 yards away, and again it's an orange zone drill, so that for us is 4 yards wide. So you can see the yellow markers on the green there, we've set them up there. It's 4 yards wide at 100. Again, the objective is to hit 10 golf balls. Make sure you time it using your phone or some sort of timing device so that you find out how long it takes to do the set. Go through a full pre-shot routine and hit 10 golf shots and see how you go. Remember, the idea here is to hit the shot at least 95% of the distance to accept it. So the value of the long game assessment is that you find out how effectively you can hit the ball out of the centre of the club face for distance control, and how straight you can hit it on short irons, mid to long irons, and your hybrids and driver off the tee. You can see here, this is the short iron assessment. I was 100 yards away from the target. My target is 4 yards wide. My goal was to hit as many as I could of my 10 shots inside this target zone, and to hit it as close to this distance as I possibly can. And that's the real value of a full swing assessment, is that you can get that information and use that, take that to your golf instructor, and do a much better job of improving your game. And that's what you get out of this. And we really encourage you to do this, to work on your game and to assess it often, because it'll make a big difference to the way you play.